feel that way. In real life, people like being laughed at. They like their community to, like, when you do good jokes about black people, not like a white perspective about being alienated from them, but if you do a good joke about black culture or Chinese culture or Jewish culture, the people in those groups laugh because they're in the show and they know their culture as well as anybody does, you know?
Yeah.
So that's always been the case, but people just, you know, I mean, it never really changed. And the way I figured it was there was no point in backing down and changing because what do you want out of life? Like what?
Right.
Maybe I could have, like I already had a crazy heyday where the kind of comedy I do, which is just flagrant fouls, just fucking bad behavior throughout.
Right.
For a while, that was like considered the greatest thing. And people were just like, this is great.
Yeah.
The mainstream loved it. Everybody loved it, right? And I had that for years, that success. So I figured if I have to do it and I start getting hated for it, or even just business goes down, I have to take some heat from the sides. So what? That's not a lot to ask of me, considering what I've enjoyed. So and it was like that before. When I first started, I was gross, and a lot of people stayed away from me. And then I had a heyday, and then I'm like, it's time to go back into the underground. It's time to go back into just like I don't get mentioned in the big lists for a lot of reasons, but also for the comedy. But so it's okay. It's acceptable to me if it's not as popular anymore. I'm still going to do the same thing.
But that's what's bullshit. It is as popular. The lists are nonsense. The lists are all non-binary people who made a fucking special in a coffee shop.
I guess.
Like,
and by the way, let them have the lists for a while.
Yeah.
That's fine too. That has never meant much. The mistake is when you're on it, you go like, yeah.
Right, exactly.
You know, when you're on it, when you're on the lists and you're at the red carpet and stuff, it's like playing blackjack and you start getting good cards and you think you're good at blackjack.
Right.
You're like, see, I know what No, it's an arbitrary thing that has its own reasons for being, and sometimes you get benefit for it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't, and that's who gives a shit.
But like saying about your heyday, I think you're right there. I just like, look, you sold out 10,000 tickets in a day. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, one time I did it 5 times in a year.
Well, I bet you could do it 5 times in a year. I don't think it's much different.
I think probably that one was it for to me. And also, I don't want to do 5 shows at the Garden.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I bet you could.
Yeah, I suppose.
I bet you could. Well, people fucking love comedy right now.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, we're having a great time. It's a lot of fun right now.